Oh, how many arise against me? Many are saying of me, God will not deliver him. But you, O Lord, are a shield around me, my glory, the one who lifts my head high. I call out to the Lord, and he answered me from his holy mountain. I lie down and sleep. I wake again, because the Lord sustains me. I will not fear, though 10,000 assail on every side of me. Arise, Lord, deliver me, my God. Strike my enemies on the jaw. Break the teeth of the wicked. From the Lord comes deliverance. May your blessings be on your people. God's relationship is the final cruise. Some God don't turn again. Even gave on the plan, don't forget the rules. Peace, navigation, and Bible is perfect tools. God's relationship is the final. Oh, good to show y'all. Yeshua navigation. Welcome to the show, y'all. It's your boy, Polar Bear FTL. I'm your host, better known as Zavaho. Stephen Sutter. Thanks for coming to the show today. Today's show, I will be on the topic of iron sharpens iron. My co-host Taz B, aka Ariel, will not be here with us today, so we're gonna go and continue to do what we do. First, let's start off. That was Final Cruise, King Ishmael. We're gonna start strong. We start every time. Father Yeshua, thank you for another day above ground. Thank you for keeping us. Thank you for watching over us, touching us from the crowns of our head to the soles of our feet. Continue to give us your blessings, your love, your mercy, your glory, and your wisdom. All these blessings we ask in Yeshua's name. We pray. Yada Yahuwah, amen. Now, so iron sharpens iron. I believe this is Proverbs 27 and 17. I believe it's Saul's talk. Iron sharpens iron. I got people sharpens people. Okay. That's fine. But like a people sharpens a people. So what we're gonna do is break down basically what this verse means, and also how it carries on into today and everyday life. Now, basically, the verse starts off the verse itself is, if anybody know about iron, when you put iron and you clash it together, or just like when you take knives, how you gotta keep knives, you clash them together, it sharpens them, right? Okay, so it's the same thing with a people. So a lot of times when there are friends or people you know, we have to tell them the truth to each other. There will be clashes with people at different times when you have friends and family, and all these clashes are doing is sharpening, the other person. So a lot of times when we feel that or when we know that things are going on and someone is per se calling you out, it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing when someone also challenges you in different perspectives, because all it does at the same time, it sharpens you in these different things that they talk about. You know what I'm saying? So all the times when we go through a lot of different things with certain people, and we come back together and more in strength,
because at the same time we always sharpen each other. But also at the same time, what we learn about this is we learn about speaking the truth, even when it hurts. But it's speaking the truth in love, because we have those who are in denial of different things, including ourselves, including myself at different times. You can be in denial of something where you basically sometimes got to get a little chin check, or for you can understand that that ain't this and this ain't that, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so a lot of times that plays a big part in being straight up truthful with someone in love. It might hurt them, it might hurt you, but it's actually the right thing to do, for they can get things together. That's where some things clash. People get upset, but at the same time, it is sharpening. Iron is steady sharpening. Iron is what Proverbs 27:17 teaches us. It it uh it teaches also teaches us to surround ourselves around those who we can speak this truth to, back and forth to each other, or whatever it is, or whoever needs to hear it at the time, without them just getting so bent out of shape. And how do we do that? Then you surround yourself around people in the same mind frame and moving in the same way that you are, with the Most High or with the higher power. So this is what it also teaches us, to surround ourselves around people that are the same wavelength, so it wouldn't be such a problem when someone is talking to you and they kind of calling you out on something that's going on, or in your ways, because it all boils down to being able to speak the truth, being able to handle the truth, being able to process the truth, being able to come in agreement in friendship and family to work on things together, on getting the other individual who might be in denial of certain things that they do, um, um, for they can move forward. So, like we talked about, part of it is going to be a lot of clashing, but if it's with the right person or the right people that you have came into this biblical content with, or to this into this into this trials together, as friendship and ahava, because you gotta make sure it's the right people. Like we already know that everybody does not deserve your energy, for one. So it has to be someone that definitely on the same wave and the same path. Because you're talking to someone that doesn't deserve your energy, it's just like just bump your head up against the wall. So that makes no sense, right? So a lot of times, those that we choose to go into this with, there are always going to be hostile demons, other people who are being used to try to come in and disturb balance. Because sometimes people can be a little overbearing. That's why I say you have to pick and choose whom you actually give this quote unquote criticism to. And then you have to choose how you deliver this message to them. And then there will be some that you just have to go past and let them do what they do. You know what I mean? And that's what I really get from iron and sharpening iron from a biblical point of view. Now, we have our brothers and sisters who we are with every day. And we have these same things that goes on in our households also, right? And we just don't know. A lot of times, this is what's going on, you know. But children, young adults, and their parents, a lot of times when you think your parent is just wrong, they're sharpening you up with game to navigate in this world. They're not just saying something to be saying, oh, well, let me tell you, you don't need to be over here on this block, or you don't need to go over here to this person's house. That person doesn't give me a good vibe. They're not just saying that to be saying it. Oh, go comb your hair, or go do this, that, and other. They're saying that out of love, but they also at the same time when you clash back and forth, well, mom, dad, I want to do this, or I want to do that, or this is going on. It's sharpening your brain. So it's a good thing. Because then one day it seemed like, as you study class, 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 as you get older, you would hope that these things will pop back in your head. And you remember these things. I'm gonna pause for one hot second. Remember, everything on this platform that we're talking about is for educational purposes and entertainment. Any content that's played on this platform belongs to the original owner of the content. Today's segment is being brought to you by King Ish. So y'all make sure y'all go check out King Ish and everything he's doing. Final Cruise. And that's what's up. Um, so like I was saying, so your children, you be upset with your parents and yeah, this is going on. This is iron sharpening iron to get you prepared for what's going on or what's going to be going on in the world. So listen, pay attention. Yes, it's going to be times to get anxious. But when you sit back down and you think about it, I get it. Employees and at a job, when you think you know everything, but the dude got to come over to you, keep coming to your drill press or whatever. He's saying, no, this is how you do it, is this how you do it, and you clash back and forth. But then you end up learning that this is the easy way to do it. All that was iron sharpening iron. So we as a people got to understand Like I said, first of all, know who you're dealing with when you're kicking it with, when you're telling these certain things to them, and a certain way to do it. But we have to understand that uh, there are going to be problems. No one is always right, but it's always in love. Majority of the time, when someone is saying something, if you're going to say it, definitely say it out of love, and uh, it makes a lot of things just go so much smoother. And that's what I really get from this from Proverbs 27 and 17. Um, iron sharpens iron. Um, Military, wherever you are, when that drill sergeant hard at you, you try to get you together. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, when going through things and you think everything is all messed up, and that one word when that could come from a friend, and you know you slacking in this spot in this area, whatever, and they tell you that, don't get upset. Think about it. Take it to heart. Say, what would y'all sure do? And then take it from there. And that's pretty much that's pretty much all that you can do. But it's just a great thing to have the right people around you. The for the Most High to bring the right people around you that you are comfortable with and being brought together in the Messiah's name to say these things to you, which definitely makes you feel more comfortable than someone who you know is just all out of line, whack them up, don't know what the heck they talking about, don't know which way you moving, they don't know which direction they going in. Their mind just spinning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's real talk. Matter what kind of time you working with? 516? Yeah, very early in the show. I wish I had some more people that tap in, tap in, where we can discuss it even to a further extent. Um, I mean, what you guys know about that? Um, in today's times and how it really, you know, means the same as in olden times for people to really sharpen each other. See, nowadays it is so hard because no one wants to be told. So how can we come together as a people? How can we sharpen each other if we can't, come together as people? Yes, bumping the heads is definitely going to sharpen us. You know what I'm saying? But once we understand this is what we need, that means we have to organize, like hood life, helping oppressed others' daily lives in failed environments. Is an organization that I founded, but I'm looking for others to come together with me, different cities, different states, where we can help each other, where we can have buildings where we can feed breakfast out to the people, free breakfast, free lunch, hot meal, places where people can, homeless or others who's just trying to get back on their feet, can lay their heads down, get some rest while they're going through hard times, but at the same time, a strict study program to the point of getting on their feet so they can handle their business and do what they got to do to sustain and live in life. especially when it comes to a lot of our young African American brothers, quote unquote, who are still born with a target on their back. And it's true. And now it seems as if everyone has a target on their back. So now all of us together clashing, not with just each other, but we are clashing with higher powers. And I'm not talking about as high as the most high, but I'm talking about ISIS and different things like that, or whatever every other people going through, whatever or not. And it's a sharpening. Now, these times that we are living in, we hope that you wouldn't begin, you wouldn't begin sharpening. Anything else would be dull. If it's not ordained or moving with the Most High, I mean, you can be sharpening, there's other criminals being criminals and all that, but it's all worth nothing. Because in the end, you got to bow down to the Messiah. You know what I mean? So that's, excuse me, so that's a knucklehead move. You know what I mean? With anything else of that sort. But I definitely think what we all need to do is definitely find someone. It don't have to be a whole lot. It could just be one person who you really can take that criticism from, where you ain't got to take it to heart, but it's gonna help you be able to move further in life. But always remember, even not yourself, but even when you have to tell that one person, yeah, fam, um, every time we be out somewhere, you know, you want you want to get a drink, and last time we went out, you had a drink, and we almost had an accident. Maybe that's something you need to stop, man. Not cool. You're always off your square. You act fool. Uh, you need to leave that drink alone. But it's what that person might need to hear. It's not what you say though, it's how you say things. But there's no time anymore in life to be soft to the point and not say something, especially somebody that you love. You gotta open your mouth and say something. It might not feel good to them, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just need to hear the real so you can check yourself before you wreck yourself. Real talk. You know what I mean? And that's just what I get from I get that Proverbs 27:17. It tells you all of that, man, and it builds you up to know that it takes people to lift other people up. You know what I'm saying? To help each other to get to where we need to be as one. And that's pretty much what it is. You know, me and my brothers, my friends, my cousins, as growing up, we've all has had to tell somebody about themselves at one time. What the women say? I'm gonna tell you how Ti is. I tell you how Ti is. But somebody needs to tell you how it Ti is. When you ain't moving how you're supposed to move, somebody needs to be able to tell you what ain't working right, what you ain't doing right, not being mean, but in love, in ahava, that maybe can help you straighten your path up and go in a different direction or stop something that may be leading you to destruction. You only have mercy for so long, and the mercy gate closes. You only get a chance to really know who he is, and then you're gonna turn around and come back. It don't work like that. You don't go out and party on Saturday night. Well, we worship on a Sabbath anyway, so you don't go out and party on Sabbath starts Friday evening. So, make a long story short, you don't act a fool all Thursday and think you got there on the Sabbath or whatever, or like some people, they party all Saturday night in the regular church and they go Sunday, and if they don't repent, it don't work like that. Once you know, and you better stay tight with it and do what you got to do. Yes, we all fall short. Yes, things happen like that. But yes, David did many things and fell short. But every time he's circled right back, did what he was supposed to do, and he prayed to the Messiah, and he had favor with the Messiah, and everything was all well. But even when it came to David, there was times that he was checked and said, "You just ain't doing right." He was checked by when he slept with the soldier's wife, and our boy called him out about it. When the soldier was off at war, and he looked over off his balcony and he seen her, and he just had to have her. Yeah, that part. Mm. So, like I said, I'm just holding it down today by myself. So I don't think I'm gonna do a full hour on the show, but I did have to give you guys something. It was not something I feel I just want to give you all a little content on how iron sharpens iron and how we need to surround ourselves with good people that who are able to tell you something without you getting without people getting outraged, without us showing all out, but we can take it. Sharpen the iron, you know what I'm saying, and do what we gotta do. We usually put on the show for about like 50 minutes, right? But what I'm gonna do today is for the next part of the show, for a couple minutes before we go off. What am I gonna do? I want to give y'all guys a full show, but listen, as if I'm probably just gonna cut it short, man. I'm probably gonna go ahead and just give y'all, we live, so we're gonna keep it on going. That's right, we live, so we're gonna keep on putting on a live show. We're not gonna cut the live show short. Maybe we just sit around for a minute, shut around, and listen to a little music, maybe. I, man, I wish you guys would just tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in, and then we can really discuss more. Shouts out to OMF Posse, was a friend of mine in California, and it's been times with me in OMF, not a lot of times, but we had to pass a little bit, come up with an idea. Perfect. There's been times when me and Taz be in narrow. Uh, we have to talk about things, but this is what sharpen, and this is what also getting music and stuff right. Where you have to say, no, that ain't right. I think this is better. No, you think this is better. No, I think that is better. Then next you know, you listen, then we come together and like, oh, now we got the right proper mix. You know, um, my brother Joey Love. There's been times we just didn't see eye to eye, but when we didn't see eye to eye, iron sharpened iron. When times in our lives as we was coming up and him being younger than I, but I remember when I was younger, man, please, Stefan, dog, what, what, I remember time, so many times when I was a hothead. I was a hothead. So it's been times where he had to come actually stop situations that could have landed me in jail. And then I could be mad at him, but for some reason he's always able to be one of the people, like I said, you have to surround yourself with that can actually talk to you. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the ones that can say, yo, bro, that ain't it. And I say, ah, you're right. You know, even though then I still knew what was what, I knew right from wrong. We all know right from wrong. Like people say, it's common sense. There's not such thing as common sense. You only have the sense that God gave you. It's sense, using your sense. You put your hand on that stove and it burn your hand. It's not common sense you don't do it again. It's just using your sense that you don't put your hand on that stove again. When the house is off. Makes sense. Think about it. So that's one of the people that's in my circle that can say, hey, my mom, she can say, hey, you know what I'm saying? I got sisters. I have people, good people in my circle. Lady J from Greater Shadow Deliverance. This was my sister, First Lady. Shouts out, She can say, "Hey, that ain't it, bro." And I lean back and I say, "Yeah, that ain't it." So you gotta have good people that can speak life into you spiritually. You know what I mean? And that's real talk. That's real talk because I mean, and sometimes though, the majority of the time though, he uses those half knots. So don't let it be. Don't be caught slipping and think that dude that haven't walked around that corner that you might be a theater, the average dude on the street, or he was bum. He might be on drugs, but he might say that word to you, something to you, and be exactly what you need to hear. Um, Before we left out of town to go on the New York trip, I got a knock at my door. I have my chest already pumped up. We're going out of town. We gonna have him perform. We're gonna have us a good time. Not wild and out. No, I wasn't thinking of that like that, but my chest was still pumped up, right? The knock at the door was John. His name was John, elderly Caucasian gentleman, and his wife. And I think he kicked it with me about Timothy. Oh, I want to say Timothy 42 and 19. I don't know. I don't quote me on the verse, but he kicked it with me, and it basically this was the verses was humbling to me, basically saying you don't get out here and and get into a different atmosphere, and that temptation gets you and show your tail. This basically what the verses hit me, and it brought me down so quick, like whoa. I don't know. We're about to take this trip. It was meant for you to knock on my door and say this to humble me. Rather, in the end, there was no differences in being indifferent. But what he said, what he said, Jehovah, and I said Yeshua. He also agreed with Yeshua. Uh-huh. Like I said, the letter J only been around 400 years. He was born Yahushua. But that's a story for another day. Um, but right then, there was no hostile, but I did say to him, we talked a quick bit, and I kind of did some educating, but we accepted, and I accepted that he was sent to me to say, don't get out here and act a fool. And it was just that simple. Real talk. So you don't know which direction he coming in and what body he coming in to tell you a word to sharpen you. So we didn't clash. We talked. He gave me something and I accepted it and it sharpened. And I went out there and I was able to move how I wanted to move. But even then, more sharpening went along when me and my mans had differences in certain things. But it didn't break the bond. All it does is strengthen the bond, especially when you know the person is saying something to better the other person and vice versa. And in truth, when you know that the other person or yourself will always come back and say, you know what? I understand. And for that, you made me a better. And on that note, like I always tell y'all, you ain't got to be perfect, but you got to have purpose. You got to have purpose. What time we dealing with, my brother? 5:36. Got 14 more minutes on this broadcast. What else? Other examples where iron sharpens iron. Uh, and them guys, boxers, when they get in that ring, the sparring partner, and they go all those rounds together, and then that iron sharpening iron. What I mean by that too is a lot of times, and it's been times where that champion and his sparring partner, and they sparred, iron sharpening iron. And after that champion won that next fight, somewhere down the line, he ended up meeting that sparring partner in the ring. One of the guy that used to be a sparring partner, but hey, he got skills too because they sparred together, they know each other, and iron sharpen iron. That's how you got Iron Mike. You know what I'm saying? Um, anything. Um, when it comes to music, when you put duels together like Redman and Meth, um, J and M, myself, and FH, Tasby De Niro song. Um, still here first, good, good. See me good? Y'all see me good? See me good? Okay, so we shake the head right here. Good. Okay. Iron sharpen iron. When them dudes is in the studio and they writing the first is they about to put something down. Just like no plenty of times, me and my brother and my people, just be in the studio, right, y'all? Not in the studio, we just be at the house. Everybody writing their verses, like me, they writing their verses down. Even before I lost my sight, but we write our verses down, or whatever. And then you might come to one of the other person like, yo, bro, what you doing? Working on that song. Yeah, you working on that song. What you got so far? Da, 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 da. Boom. Da, 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 da. I'll be back. There you go. You throw that paper right on out. Get to rewriting. The iron sharpened iron and made each one of us be a better artist. It's no different if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be a teacher, if you want to be a salesperson, if you wanted to just get a job at McDonald's while you work or whatever you're doing, you surround yourself around the people that you are trying to not be like, but be in the same profession or to succeed those people around you to sharpen your wit and your skills and whatever's going on. Iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpens iron. Proverbs 27:17. And that's how that goes. But once again, even in those groups, it's only gonna be one or two people that you might want to kick it with. Because they gonna tell you out of love. And some other people might tell you stuff that is out of hate. So we have to learn to navigate, weave our way through society, not being of the world, even though we got to live in this world and navigate through this world, but still know the separation and difference of being in the world and being of the world is another thing that we also have to always remember. So we have to stay grounded. And one ways of staying grounded is having friends, loved ones, like-minded people in your circle that when you get out of control, like mama, they can snatch you by the ear, you understand me? And say, come here. Let me breathe on you for a minute. Let me talk to you for a minute. That ain't this, and this ain't that. It ain't how we moving, right? And what it does, sharpens your wit. One way to stay sharp is get your book. Go get your Ethiopian Orthodox Christian Bible. Get you a Quran. Get you the King James version if that's what you want to get. I take your Old Testament and study and sharpen your stuff at the same time. So sometimes when we battle with the Most High and wonder why me, why are we forsaken? Do I feel that I've been forsaken? You get in a book, you read the book, and then all you understand is he was pushing you that way to sharpen. Iron sharpens iron. Proverbs 27:17. Thank y'all for really joining the show today. Had to hold it down for my co-host, Taz B. De Niro. And he has a very busy schedule this week. Shouts out to my new East Coast associate, Zach. You'll be hearing a lot about him. He got a lot of music coming in the R&B, pop. He does a little rap too. So y'all be looking out for my friend Zach and a counterpart. Shouts out to OMF Posse, Joy Love, uh, Tap In Network, Stephen Sellers, SP, Polar Bear Promotions, and everybody who makes these podcasts happen. And we're about to get ready to end the show. What we got left, my baby? What we got left? 5:44, 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. How long was that final cruise, man? 5 minutes, 20 seconds. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and pray us on out, and we're gonna go out to Final Cruise by King Ish from All Greens Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? At the parent label. Yeah, we do the green party every year. He does. Uh, King Ish has owns a salon. Shouts out to Princess. Um, and they doing real big things in the northern Detroit suburban area. 313-758-9179. 313-758-9179. Him and his wife and his salon. You want to get your hair together, braids, wicked, whatever it is you need done, dreads, he would get you together. And that's where we at and, on that tip and everything. So, yeah, shouts out to King Ish. And I'll come give a quick prayer. And his song should be long enough to take us up out of here. Thank you guys for joining us on today's show. Really appreciate it. Bow your heads. Father Yahuwah, we thank you for another successful podcast. We thank you for teaching us how iron sharpens iron. We thank you for teaching us to bring the people around us who's going to hold us accountable, who's going to tell you when you need to chill out, who's going to tell you when that ain't this and this ain't that. We thank you for Tuda for everything. We just want to say, continue to watch over us. Bless this podcast. Bless all our friends, our loved ones, and continue to just watch over us. In Yahshua's name, we pray, and we're gonna get ready to go out of here with Final Cruise. And I'm just gonna say,
Many arise against me.
Amen.
Many are saying of me, thou will not deliver him. But you, O Lord, are a shield around me, my glory, the one who lifts my head high. I call out to the Lord, and he answered me from his holy mountain. I lie down and sleep. I awake again, because the Lord sustains me. I will not fear, though 10,000 assail on every side of me. Arise, Lord, deliver me, my God. Strike my enemies on the jaw. Break the teeth of the wicked. From the Lord comes deliverance. May your blessings be on your people. God's relationship is the final cruise. Focus on God. Don't turn and get confused. Deviate from the plan. Don't forget the rules. It's navigation and Bible perfect tools. God's relationship is the final cruise. Focus on God. Don't turn and get confused. Deviate from the plan. Don't forget the rules. It's navigation and Bible perfect tools. Life ain't easy, but I'm living through the storm. All the damage down, heart still torn. Spiritual fight, I'm in the physical form. Took flight, now I'm dead, she warm. 18 wheels, highway, blow the air horn. You give me another chance, so I'm reborn. You like, lift the spirit, doing things Yahweh. So focus is serious, no time let it play. Daily bread, gotta eat, meditate, and pray. Angels writing down the things you do and say. Once your book is finished, you'll receive your pay. What's done is written in the book to stay. All will be revealed when it's judgment day. Don't look at me funny. I didn't make the rules. It's all on you, whether you win or lose. Heaven or hell, it's up to God to choose. God's relationship is the final cruise. Focus on God, don't turn and get confused. Deviate on the plan, don't forget the rules. It's navigation, the Bible is perfect rules. God's relationship is the final cruise. Focus on God, don't turn and get confused. Deviate on the plan, don't forget the rules. It's navigation, the Bible is perfect perfect tools. The pay underestimated, but still on point. So that's congratulated. Some of y'all words were extra fabricated. Cheated on a few times, not anticipated. Had to do a little time. Yeah, it comes to race. They focus on my goals. They was navigated. My enemy's downfall was all calculated. Had to stay on my grind. So I'm activated, so smooth with a finish shine, like I'm laminated. Stay away from toxic people. They contaminated. No stress, just bliss. My nerves are regulated. Text to these rhymes. They all validated. Coming from afar. They infatuated. I'm like, oh, I made it through the dark. Fascinating. I'm trying to stand up, the evil still made it.
Tried to stand up, the Hebrews still made it.
God's relationship is the final truth. Focus on God, don't turn and get confused. And then plan over the rules.
That's sure.
They find the perfect tools. God's relationship is the final truth. Focus on God, don't turn and get confused. And then plan over the rules.
That's sure.
Navigation, they find the perfect tools. Still hard to believe. 2 kids and a wife. New York birthplace for Detroit, my life. Stabbed 7 times, killed flesh at night. 8 miles left for dead like a sacrifice. 7 miles shoot out that 40 cal nothing nice. Damn near lost my arm, that's a hell of a price. Every noise tight, dropping heroes like dice. It's my life, no need to add spice. Lost a lot of homies in the streets, no fear. Standing on the phone and drinking, saying I beer. Dressed in all really, that's my daily gear. Detroit streets deadly, but I'm still here. Thank God for my life. Made it this year. You see, Mom's prayer, she was so sincere. She just took the wheel when it was hard to steer. Walk alone in the dark, but God's still near. Our relationship is the final cruise. Focus on God, don't turn to get confused. Love game for the plan, don't forget the rules. It's navigation and fighting perfect tools. God's relationship is the final cruise. Focus on God, don't turn to get confused. Love game for the plan, don't forget the rules. It's navigation and fighting perfect tools.
Thank y'all for joining the show today, man. Hey, that's it. Peace.